Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is facing critical levels. Why this weekend is extremely important for Bitcoin and why Bitcoin's setting up to break through previous all-time highs, plus Ethereum 5xing and a shocking warning for Cardano holders. You'll want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are talking about Bitcoin, we are talking about Ethereum, we are talking about Cardano, and the top altcoins you could be stocking up on right now before they explode. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. Let's try and get the likes up to 2,000 today. Yes, that's all it takes. All you have to do is press the button. 2,000 likes. Let's do it, guys. Now, guys, time for supply squeeze the bears into hibernation. That's right. Bears, watch out, because Bitcoin is about to break out into uncharted territory. So right now, Bitcoin is pushing up on the boundaries of this solid white line megaphone and also the dotted white line upper trend line from previous tops at 65 and at $60,000. Bitcoin is sitting above there. Actually, within the past week, it broke through the one-day MA50 and also the one-day MA100 moving averages, and it is right now batting up against the top. Now, there, if we take a look at the volume profile, as a matter of fact, we're kind of sitting right in that gully right there. It looks like it might actually be easier. It's not as steep to actually go up as it would be to go back down, but we'll kind of have to see how this weekend plays out, because it could be extraordinary. Sometimes we see big moves over the weekend, especially on Sunday. Now, we also have to take a look at the underlying fundamentals of what's going on right now, because in case you guys didn't know, there was a lot of money printed over the past year. Like a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Like more money that's ever been printed in the past 220 years of the United States by like a factor of 4. Okay? So they printed a lot of money. And Preston Syke is, Lynn Alden was replying to Preston Syke talking about inflation. And if you take a look at this chart here, the first chart shows the year-over-year consumer price index change of inflation over the 40s. Indeed, each inflationary spike was transitory. Now, they're talking about how this inflation that we're having is transitory. And this is what happened in the 1940s. Transitory inflation. The rate of inflation changed. But the second chart shows the absolute level of the consumer price index. Despite this transitory inflation, the overall price index went up, which means it doesn't matter if this is a transitory inflation. The cost of everything is going to go up, except one Bitcoin will always still be one Bitcoin. So that means that one Bitcoin has to, by definition, get more expensive. And Raoul Pal goes on to say that good luck with this inflationary tapering. His view is that the growth is going to be much slower than expected in Q3, and the central banks will be looking to do more quantitative easing, not less. So they're going to be printing more and more money, causing more and more inflation. But you know what they can't do? They can't print more Bitcoin. They can't. It's fixed. 21 million. Because everybody is scooping up Bitcoin right now. Like everybody. Like if you're already in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, guess what? You beat the rush. You're going to do pretty darn good. As we see right here, Golden Tree Asset Management is reportedly investing into Bitcoin. This $45 billion firm is participating in a funding round for the blockchain-focused VC group Borderline Capital. So they're adding Bitcoin to their books. Not only that, but $25 billion investment firm adds Grayscale, GBTC, and ETH for clients. So Wealthfront will now enable its users to add up to 10% of their portfolios composed of Grayscale, Bitcoin, and Ethereum trusts. But not only that, we have MicroStrategy pledging to buy more Bitcoin despite its paper loss of its holdings of $424 million in Q2. But not only that, we have the MasterCard CEO saying we have to get into the crypto space. Why? We have to be in this space because people are looking for answers. Everybody wants to get into crypto. If they don't offer crypto services, people aren't going to use them anymore. And what we're seeing right now is big transfer volumes from OTC desks over the last week. High net worth individuals and institutions want your Bitcoin. So we can see here, the yellow line is the total transfer volume from OTC desks in Bitcoin. And each one of these green is a peak in that. That means there's a very large amount of transfer from OTC desk wallets. That means that doesn't affect the price on exchanges. It doesn't affect the price of Bitcoin that we see. That affects the supply significantly. We see there was just a very sharp spike here. Now, if we take a look, every time we had one of those sharp spikes, Bitcoin price was actually at its lowest because, like I said, these OTC deals do not affect price. They just affect supply. We see the price go up afterwards because of the supply shock. Afterwards because of the supply shock. Afterwards because of the supply shock. Afterwards, supply shock. And guess what? Looks like we're going to be seeing some more supply shock because guess what? Over the past 2 days, two massive outflows, one worth 23,000 Bitcoin, another worth 40,000 Bitcoin over the past day. Take a look at this. Boom. We're going to have a significant supply squeeze, especially coming up next week as German institutional funds will be allowed to invest up to 20% in crypto holdings. Now, as of right now, they're holding 1.8 trillion euros. So if they could invest 20%, that's somewhere around 400,000 euros. 400 billion euros that they could be investing into crypto in the next week. Now, all of that stuff likely going to push Bitcoin price higher because, like I said, they're printing more money. We can't print any more Bitcoin. It's a simple mathematical equation. Bitcoin has to go up in price. Now, that's not all that's going on because there's other coins other than Bitcoin out there. You might have heard of one called Ethereum. Well, if we take a look at the chart from Trading Shot, Ethereum could be poised to be going in the $15,000 to $25,000 area by the end of the year. I know that sounds crazy, but if we take a look at this chart, every time we had Ethereum break above the one-day MA50 after it had a bottom, guess what? Somewhere between 137 bars and 70 bars, it peaked out on these fib levels. First time at the 1 fib, second time at the 1.5 fib, third time at the 2 fib. This time could be at the 2.5 fib level. Well, if we take a look at those prices in between 70 days and 137 days, we could be looking at a 15,000 to, wait for it, $23,000 Ethereum. That's absurd, but it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility, especially when we compare what Ethereum is doing compared previously to what Bitcoin has done. If we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, this is the Bitcoin chart. Here's a 2017-2018 peak. This isn't all the way up to where we are right now, but we compare that with the Ethereum chart, 2016 to current. Well, guess what? They look pretty darn similar. And if we just extrapolate from this, guess what? We could be seeing a $20,000 Ethereum by the end of the year. It's real. It's certainly possible, and especially with EIP 1559, where Ethereum will now be dropping, be deflationary, we could very, very realistically see something like this happening. Now, sharp warning to all Cardano holders out there. I don't know if this is going to come true, but veteran trader Peter Brandt, he's been 25 years or so. Since 1975, that's more than 25 years. That's 45 years. He's been a trader for 45 years. He's saying, hey, check it out. Head and shoulders on Cardano, that could push the price down pretty far. Now, is this going to happen? I don't know. But previously, he said the same thing for Dogecoin. Head and shoulders. This was back when Dogecoin was 26 cents. Now, if you take a look, Dogecoin's like 20 cents. So, I don't know. We'll kind of have to see. Now, time right now. Great time to buy Bitcoin. Great time to buy awesome altcoins. And I have a special series. This is my favorite series that I'm doing about the top altcoins to buy right now. You could check out the latest video right up here. First week, did one on Audience. Second one, did one on Helium. Third week, I'm not going to tell you what I did that one on. And tomorrow, there's going to be a whole nother episode on the latest altcoin to buy. Now, these are the same strategies that I used to pick out Matic back when it was 1 cent before it went up to $2.50. This is the same strategy I used to pick out Celsius back when it was 6 cents, before it went up to $6. These are 100x altcoins that if you just buy them and hold them for between 6 months and a year, they will 100x. So you want to make sure to check out that episode and also watch tomorrow to find out the next 100x altcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Let's try and get it to 2,000 likes. I love you all very much. Peace.